Hello once again, YouTube. This is Casual Minecraft here, and I have another Minecraft Snapshot review. Yesterday, Mojang released Snapshot 14w05b, which had some bug fixes for their previous Snapshot 14w05a. And 14w05a does add a lot of new features. Well, I wouldn't say a lot, but quite a bit. It's a good handful of new features anyway. First one here, which is very interesting for map makers, is called the barrier block. And the barrier block acts like a full block, but it is completely transparent. So you can see the block outline here as I hover my crosshairs over it. I cannot walk through it. However, it does act as a full block, and I am able to walk on it. This is sand right here that's being supported by a barrier block. Now, barrier blocks are invincible like bedrock. They can transfer redstone signals. And it is obtainable. Let me get rid of this barrier that is currently in my inventory by doing a simple /give. You could do @p and Minecraft barrier. And it'll give you a barrier, which just looks like one of those don't do this sort of signs. It uses flowing lava and flowing water for breaking particles, which I will show you in a moment. However, it does not. Sticky pistons will not grab them. As you can see, the barrier block is still there, and the sand did not fall. Blocks can be placed on the sides of barrier blocks, like this. And also, well, I will show you that I can also walk on them, which I'm sure would be pretty obvious by the fact that the sand block is seemingly floating in thin air. So the next feature here is called the Spectator Mode, and the way you go into Spectator Mode is by doing Game Mode, and it could either be spell out the word Spectator, SP, or 3. I will just do 3. And it is very much like Creative. It will allow you to fly around, however, you are able to fly through blocks, otherwise known as no-clip. So it is not possible to land when you are in Spectator Mode, as you will just go right through the block and down into the void if you're not careful. And the only two things that would kill a player in Spectator Mode is the kill command and going into the void. A spectator's presence will prevent a mob from despawning. So it does keep that chunk loaded and will not prevent the mobs from despawning. If you use a give command on a player that is in Spectator Mode, it'll just drop that item at their location, so it'll land on whatever is underneath that player at the time. Spectators are not noticed by mobs, and they also do not trigger any spawners or any spawning in that immediate area. If you go into F5 mode, you can see a little translucent outline of my head and the block that I am holding. Now, a bug does prevent the currently selected item in the hotbar, or I'm sorry, it does allow the currently selected item in your hotbar when you go into Spectator Mode. You are able to drop that item. So if I go like that, I could drop it, however, I cannot pick it back up. And if I go back into third person, F5 mode, you can see that my head is still there, but I'm not holding any items. You are able to left click on mobs and see the world through their point of view. So if I click on the creeper, it applies the creeper shader. Now the creeper is not moving around, and you are not able to move around at all when you're in this mode. If you leave using the shift button, the shift key, it'll return your view back to normal, and it'll deposit you sort of inside the mob. With a spider, it is a segmented sort of view. It's kind of disorienting. I probably wouldn't use this if you are photosensitive. It doesn't work for any other sort of mob. There are no shaders right now for any other mobs. All it does is just put you into their point of view. And the same thing with villagers. Now, I did read somewhere that if you have an Enderman and you go into their first-person view, it will invert your view. So everything will appear upside down. There was a change made to the Activator rails. If you have a powered Activator rail, it will now shake the minecart. It will also cause... actually, let me go back into game mode 1. And I will board the minecart. It will cause the player or mob to dismount and exit the minecart. Written books can now be copied. Well, they could be copied before, but copying written books will now mark them as a copy or a copy of a copy. So let me grab a book here. It just says, "Hello, YouTube." And I will put this into a crafting grid with a book and quill, and it will say copy of original. So now I have two. One says the original, and the other one says copy of original. So if I get the other book and quill and put it into the crafting grid with the copy of original, we'll say copy of a copy. And that is the most copies you can make. You can only make 3 copies per book. But while you're here, we might as well try that. So let me grab another book and quill and try to make a copy of a copy of a copy, and it will not work. So the most copies you can make of a book is 2 other copies, and of course the original. The debug screen changed a little bit. There is now a slight background behind the text. It'll make it easier to read. And some of the labels were replaced with some more understandable labels, such as the feet, block, whatever block you're standing on right now, without all the decimal places. The chunk. It'll tell you which way you're facing, and the biome, and also the light. So as you can see, I have the text up there, sort of behind the sun, and you can still see it pretty easily. So yeah, lots of progress was made toward Minecraft 1.8. I am very excited about the release of Minecraft 1.8. Some pretty good features are coming to Minecraft, and Minecraft has definitely come a long way since I discovered Minecraft all the way back in beta 1.5, I think it was. I was all the way back in 2011. So, yeah. Any questions or anything, feel free to post them in the comments below. I do try to reply to comments whenever I can. And I do apologize for the delays in the videos. I've been trying to get some videos out, but I've been incredibly busy with some other things. Trying to get a YouTube network started, and the link to that will be in the description below as well. If you're a Minecraft player and you're not partnered with the network, definitely consider joining that network. We do help out our partners quite a bit with promotion and just getting the word out for everyone. So yeah, definitely subscribe to the channel if you're new. Give it a like rating. Share it with your friends and family. And add it to your favorites. So yeah, that was Minecraft Snapshot 14w05b. And I will see you guys next time. See ya!